We've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore.
Donald Trump's explosive return to the White House has sparked a trade war between the United States and the rest of the world.
Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again.
Tariffs are taxes. They are bad for business and worse for consumers.
This is a very dumb thing to do.
Since the 12th of March, a 25% tariff has been imposed on all steel and aluminum imported to the US, intended to protect American industry by making foreign competition more expensive. Currently, around half of the US's steel and aluminum is imported. The tariffs will likely balloon the cost of producing goods, from home appliances to automobiles and cans used for drinks. Experts say this could raise consumer prices down the road.
Jobs are at stake, prices up, nobody needs that. On both sides, neither in the European Union nor in the United States.
Beyond steel and aluminum, Trump has unleashed tariffs on major trading partners, including China, Canada, and Mexico. In March, the US president raised a 10% blanket tariff he imposed on Chinese products to 20% in an aim to reduce the US's $300 billion trade deficit with China. The order came after Trump scrapped a customs exemption for goods valued under $800, a vital part of the business model for low-cost platforms like Temu and Shein.
如果美方在错误的道路上越行越远，我们将奉陪到底。
Mexico and Canada, the US's main trading partners after China, have faced months of will he won't he on tariffs. Trump has justified the levies on his neighbors with allegations that they're not doing enough to curb illegal immigration and the smuggling of the deadly drug fentanyl into the US.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
During his presidential campaign, Trump defended tariffs as a means of funding the federal budget and reducing the US trade deficit. Now as president, he's used them above all as a means of putting pressure on states. Trump has already imposed 25% tariffs on some Mexican and Canadian goods and says sweeping levies on all imports from these two countries, which have been twice delayed, are set to come into force on the 2nd of April.
We didn't ask for this fight, but Canadians are always ready when someone else drops the gloves. So the Americans, they should make no mistake, in trade as in hockey, Canada will win.
In addition to the tariffs, Ottawa has had to respond to Trump's repeated statements that he wants to make Canada the 51st state.
To be honest with you, Canada only works as a state. It doesn't. We don't need anything they have. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states. Maybe our greatest state.
Trump's statements have fueled strong anti-US hostility north of the border, where the American anthem now regularly gets booed at sports competitions. Additionally, multiple Canadian provinces have banned the sale of US alcohol as part of a broad national retaliation against Trump's tariffs. Mexico says it's waiting until the 2nd of April to decide what measures it will take.
April 2nd is going to be Liberation Day for America. We've been ripped off by every country in the world, friend and foe.
The European Union could also soon see its exports to the US subject to 25% tariffs, potentially posing challenges for automakers and pharmaceutical companies who are among Europe's largest exporters of goods across the Atlantic.
The European Union was formed in order to screw the United States. That's the Soviet. And they've done a good job of it, but now I'm president.
European products like wine, champagne, and spirits face the threat of a 200% tariff that Trump says is in retaliation to the EU's planned 50% tariff on American whiskey. The move would triple the price of even an entry-level bottle of champagne for US customers to around $150. The EU, which has a $50 billion trade surplus with the US, has vowed to retaliate with proportionate countermeasures.
There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much.